In ancient Greece, Socrates was guilty of the crime that Michael Jackson was guilty of. Socrates was made to drink poison for leading the youth of Athens astray. I mean, recently Michael Jackson was poisoned for leading the youth astray. I mean, his masturbatory movements on stage and imitated by the audience, young people, impressionable people, led the right wing in America to believe that the state was losing its grip on the sexual control of the youth, and this would lead to a breakdown in civilization as they knew it, because most governments are Freudians. They take on board the Freudian concept of, Freud said, if the sexual libido of the working classes is not sublimated into labour, then civilization as we know it will end. So most psychiatrists, or up until recently, there's a bit of a change going on now, believe this theory of Freud's. And I mean, civilization in fact would change dramatically. The sexual libido of the working classes was released. I mean, society as we know it would take on a different form, because there'd be a lot more groups of people, cohabitating people, living together and in harmony. Sexual jealousy amongst women would be dissipated, because if the women were happy and they were having sex with whomever they wanted to, or vice versa in where the male's concerned, or then the structure of society would break up into little groups of people. Maybe the biggest group should be about 200, maybe 50. 50 seems to be sort of like a maximum size whereby people can live in anarchic conditions without a government, a central government, or a very weak central government which they control. But anarchy is the most perfect form of social order, and in villages years ago this order naturally took place. They had the village idiots. They didn't lock them up in a psychiatric hospital, costing the nation millions. They just were the objects of fun, because these were simple people. Every village had a simpleton, or it seemed to be that all kinds of diverse behaviour existed in villages years ago. And before that, in the forests where most people used to live before the Industrial Revolution, that's the kind of natural existence but to do that, of course, one needs land. There has to be a massive reclamation and distribution of land to enable this to happen. And a lot of people probably wouldn't want to leave the cities. They would like to stay where they are, be supplied with food,